Hello, this is Dustin Frank from Engaging Technologies, and this video is designed to answer a question that was recently submitted on our website regarding is it possible to lock pads in a multi-user environment and not have the teacher pad be locked when using the lock function. The first thing we need to look at in this environment here is that the way the pads are controlled. Located down on your active toolbar, you should see a device manager option. It's the multicolor e-instruction logo. If you open the device manager, you'll notice that inside the device manager there are different properties. Notice here I have Learner 1, a pad named Mr. Frank, and Learner 2. Mr. Frank has this little person standing beside him. The way that is and what that's signifying is a presenter mode. So what I did was I took my teacher tablet and designed or assigned it to be the presenter. The two students here, Learner 1 and Learner 2, are Mobis Learner tablets, which will be floating around in my classroom. This is key to working in the locked or unlocked pad environment because if I hit the lock button from on my tool tray, as you see displayed here, that locks all pads. If I assign my tablet, the teacher tablet, as the presenter, then the lock function will only lock student tablets or ones not assigned as the presenter. I'm going to set this over to the side so we can come back and use it here a little later. What we're going to look at right now is, well, how do I lock these pads? I can always do it from the device manager by assigning a locked function, or I can do it from on my tool tray if I tap the lock and notice the tablets are actually locked over here. What the teacher is desiring to do in the multi-user environment is, here's a multi-user page. I'd like to set up the screen into a split environment or multiple tablets. I'm going to drag one tablet into each section. Notice I did not place the teacher tablet inside the play box. When I do that, notice on each side I have two tablets working, and now simultaneously students can be annotating on either side of the screen. They can do whatever they'd like to. Student 1 here, and then they can have student 2 on either side, depending on which tablet they're wanting to use. They can actually write simultaneously. I'm doing this video as one person, so I don't have two hands. I'm not very ambidextrous. The trick that they'd like to do, though, is using this lock function. If the lock function is not located on your toolbar, check inside your toolbox, and it will be one of the active functions down here a little bit lower. Lock does not show up on my toolbar because I actually went into my preferences and preset the lock to be here accessible. So what's happening right now is each student is writing, maybe they're solving a problem, 36 times 4, and on this side, they're doing maybe some subtraction, 16 minus 5. So I've got some ability grouping going on, but what the teacher would like to do is lock the pad or turn the pads off. You'll notice in the lower corner on each tool tray right here, each one of their active bars inside their section, there is a function that turns off, but watch what happens when I check mark this box. Notice that student's work goes away. That's not ideal if the teacher's wanting to draw attention to something. It would help in the case of something inappropriate happening, but what I can also do is over here on this tool tray, on my toolbar, the teacher bar, is I can lock the pads. When this is lit up as locked, now notice the teacher can write on this side. I'm using my teacher, the presenter pad right now. But when I try to write on the student pad, which I'm doing right now, nothing is showing up. That's because I locked those pads. Now, to unlock those pads, what you'll have to do is come back to your device manager. Notice each one of the trays is locked. When I select that device, I can unlock that particular pad from the device manager. I'm going to leave Learner 2 locked and watch what happens. In this environment, now I'm on student 1, so I'm number 1 here. I can write on this side and I can continue to solve my problem. But if I come over to student 2, I'm now writing on student 2's tablet on the red side. Nothing's happening. The reason that happened is Learner 2's tablet is still locked. If I come back into look at my device manager, you'll notice Learner 1 was unlocked, Learner 2 is locked. If I unlock Learner Tablet 2, go back into that environment, now Learner Tablet 2 can still work within that environment. They can continue to solve their problem over here. And again, the teacher can still fluctuate back and forth. The teacher tablet never did get locked, and that was because I assigned the teacher tablet right over there in the device manager to be the presenter. So I avoided locking the teacher tablet in the locked environment. Hopefully this video you find helpful. If we can be of further assistance, please contact us at 800-705-4049, or please feel free to contact us via our website at EngagingTechnologies.com.